Like I said, your audio is absolutely trash.
What about now?
You didn't do anything. Do you have like air going on in the back?
Yes.
That's it. You have like air blowing into the mic.
Yeah, but I'm like 20 feet away from it, so I don't know why it's that.
All I hear is air blowing.
What about now?
Even more.
Now.
Yeah, it's better.
Like how much?
I can't hear the air. I can't even hear any air. Yeah, it's good.
But
All
can
right,
you
what's
hear
up,
me well?
everyone? Yes. What's up, everyone? We're doing a stream today.
Mhm.
And definitely based. Reacting to Steven Crowder.
Oh no.
And more.
Where's
Let's get
that sound from?
Steven Crowder on the screen.
Yeah, let's get absolutely idiotic people on the screen.
Wait, what are we
No, but
doing?
like,
Getting
isn't he the
idiotic
person where his? Huh?
idiotic
Wait.
people on the screen.
No,
Sorry, I was just doing what you said.
Poopy, you did.
Sorry.
Did you
Tell
hear?
me when to get
After the R. Put a smart person on the screen. Oh wait, that's right. There already is. Oh look, it's a stupid person. Just start the stupid
All right. We
video.
have a viewer. What's up, everyone? The video's on. Oh yeah. What's up, everyone? We're going to be reacting to Steven Crowder. And more.
Bro, put me in the show, bro. Like
Steven Crowder.
After the RNC, Joe Biden has a 1-point lead in Texas.
He's not going to win Texas.
Well, I know that, but like I'm just saying, if it were to be based off polls, Biden would be winning. Not by much, but
2016 election was based off polls. And
yet again, polls are never 100%.
We're going to be watching Steven Crowder change my mind. Sup, ho? We're going to be watching Steven Crowder change my mind. Two Genders edition.
Wait, are we streaming on the YouTube or on the Twitch?
Both.
Oh yeah, you have premium. Wait, are you streaming on the Radicals or yours?
Mine. We don't have a Radicals YouTube.
Yeah, we do. I just
we have two viewers. What's up, everyone? We're reacting to. All right, don't care.
Yeah, shut up.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly. No. You are based.
Shut up.
God. Yes.
Can you just
all right, we're gonna be reacting.
Misgender a trans woman.
I can't see it.
Her at risk of murder. You understand that? Because people think because you're trans. I hate to ruin your like polite discourse.
I can't even see
it.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for putting that in this place.
Stop talking, Duncan. I'm so sorry, but it's like, God.
Fourth installment of Real Conversations. Changed my mind. For those who haven't seen the series, this is just a series here where we set up shop, pick a controversial topic, and allow people to sit down unedited. You get to see what happens when a real conversation transpires. Not set up to be a debate, just a conversation. We set up at a campus. Today is there are only two genders. Change my mind. You will see 3 different people, a full hour of Change My Mind today in chronological order. And I wanted you to see specifically 3 different approaches, 3 different tacts from the people who were trying to change my mind, regardless of the fact that we didn't change ours. So it's important to see that sometimes it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter how you treat people. They are coming in, I guess we can say, cocked and loaded. And after the video, you can stick around to see where you can buy the Change My Mind shirts and become a part of the Change My Mind army. Let's go.
It's all so magical.
I've never fun ride that fast. Someday a boo.
And does it say?
Never done.
We got 3 viewers.
Dank.
Thomas,
Someday a boo.
Steven, nice to meet you. Okay. Well,
I'm gonna start recording it in a second.
Oh, didn't mean to be on.
let people know my point of view. There are 2 genders. Go ahead and change my mind. It's the opposite of cable news. We're not going to edit anything out of context. You said you disagreed. I'm open to new ideas.
Well, I'm wondering.
We all know he actually
I'm
isn't.
wondering the phrasing of the question. Are you arguing that there's not more than like man and woman? Or are you arguing there's not a difference between sex and gender? Or
Yeah, I think there are 2 genders, male and female.
okay, so you're saying that male and
We can all see how he completely dodged the question. He asked, do you believe there's a difference between, okay, Duncan, even when when you even make a peep, the air comes in. So do something with your mic or turn off your air. What's it called? Stop. Jesus God. So as we can see, bro, the guy literally asked, do you believe there's a difference between sex and gender? And all right, no.
Is
You're
this
getting
better?
muted. He's getting 100% muted. There's no chance, bro. All right. So, what's up, everyone? We're reacting to the 2 genders change my mind. And, all right, you're gonna get kicked if you keep on doing that. Swear to God. All right. So, what's it called? Yeah, basically, you can see the guy asked, "Do you believe there's a difference between sex and gender?" Which they're not even close to the same thing. And you can see how Crowder shifts. And he completely disregards the question because he knows he can't answer that. And the only real answer that he could do without looking stupid would be yes, which would destroy his argument. Just so we can point that out right there.
female is a gender, not a sex.
Yes.
Okay, so okay, and see that's where I would have to disagree.
Okay.
Is
How so?
saying that male and female is something that would be by birth. For example, you probably
Is this
have
any better?
a penis, a male sexual organ, as would I. But
Why would you assume that?
do you?
But you assumed it, though.
Okay, I did. I apologize.
No, listen, you don't need.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to do any gotcha.
Yeah.
It's interesting to me that you assumed that I have a penis. Why?
What is he doing here?
Seem. I don't know, man.
Duncan doesn't have one.
Because of societal construct.
Yes.
That's why.
And-
It wasn't because
And
of
how
bone
is that supposed to be an
structure
insult, even if it was
or
true?
my penis bulge.
Well, that
Confirmed.
male and female is different than being a man or a woman.
Fact.
And the fact that we have, as a society, created man in the male gender roles.
Fact.
And just as
Fact.
women gender roles. Just
He's gonna
as we
be
would,
like, "No, too
about
bad."
anything else the
Shut up,
same way
Duncan.
that we
You're-
would say that,
Duncan, shut up. You're stealing my Come on.
I don't
that's
know, music
racist.
is good, or
You're racist.
that we have
know what?
created it
You're
because
xenophobic.
That is a fact.
So I'm saying that if you
That is
were
fact.
male or female, if you identified more as a man and the gender roles that go with being a man,
Mhm.
that you have that.
So you're
I think
saying.
so.
So you're saying that sex and gender are very different.
Yes, because it's a
Yes.
fact.
So that's your premise. So that's based on kind of modern gender theory. When did that start?
I wouldn't know.
Okay. So why? Let me ask you this before we get to the history. Why do you accept that premise?
Because it's a fact.
Because it makes
But where's your proof that it's a fact?
sense to me. It make the argument that
What?
did
I want sources here, Aiden.
Say that again?
I want sources here, Aiden.
Bro, I can't hear you. Your air that you refuse to turn off, it's completely destroying your audio.
What about now? Just start the thing. I'm gonna
Right
mute myself.
now, I want to absolutely destroy you.
roles such as being feminine, and we have associated it with being female as opposed to being female is being feminine.
Sure. You understand that there are inconsistencies there. For example, with your presumption of my penis. Let me ask you this then: how many genders are there?
I would say if we're we would say that there are two genders, being man and woman,
Okay.
and then that there would be people that don't accept either of those, and that would be
All right, so here's where he goes wrong because what's it called? And I've seen this before. I just wanted to go over it. What Crowder does here, right, is he asks him how many genders are there, and because the guy didn't say there is no such thing as gender, and that it is a spectrum, and there isn't a there doesn't have to be. It's not a number, right? He would have completely stumped him, right? But what Crowder does here is he basically says, because the guy says it's, I think the guy actually does say it's unlimited, but he doesn't really give any backing up for it. What Crowder does is he said, because you don't have a set number for genders, I'm not going to take it as like credible, right? And that's what Crowder does. And the guy just doesn't, well, you'll see.
in a X or non-identifying category.
Well, what's the number? How many genders are there?
I can tell you.
Isn't that important? I mean, the point is that before, 1948 with Simone de Beauvoir and then Judith Butler with modern sort of postmodernism, feminism theory, gender and sex were effectively interchangeable. You can even look on legal documentation, depending on the permit. They are legally interchangeable. I mean, this is the way it's been with societies for millennia. We've had male and female. So when you radically change that, you do have to have a number, in my opinion, and some kind of an end game.
Look at that's in my opinion, right? Because he has nothing to back that up. It's only going off his premise because it can use it to his advantage in this argument. If it was me, I would just say I don't respect that opinion. I think it doesn't have to be a set number, because that agreeing that there has to be a set number already tries to say that gender is some sort of like you can measure it, right? And you can't. So already this guy, without even getting into a conversation, him agreeing to this premise, right, or not agreeing, but conceding in a way to this premise, completely destroys his argument, and this is why Crowder can get like some advantage on him.
It can't just be, well, we're going to shift the rules based on how people feel. So I can understand if someone says, hey, you're wrong, that there's a difference between sex and gender, but the burden of proof at that point would be on the person asserting that they're different to tell me how many genders there are. Because we as a society, right, have to know this. We have to.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Like, this is like the whole point. No, you don't. You don't need to know this. You don't know Duncan's gender. I do, because I've talked to him and he's told me he's actually an attack helicopter.
No. I'm not a stupid capitalist. Okay. No.
So basically, we don't need.
I'm a sickle and hammer.
Is Aiden a Vosh wannabe? I'm not a Vosh wannabe because I don't think Vosh is correct in his debate style, but basically,
He enjoys Vosh.
Yeah, Vosh is entertaining, but I'm not a Vosh wannabe.
He's not like a Vosh.
Okay, so let's get back to the point. So basically, I know Duncan is a cat, right? He has told me he is a cat. He is one, right? But society doesn't need to know that. All right? I am actually, and this is crazy, I am actually Ben and Jerry's ice cream. This is me, but no one knows. All right? So you don't need genders in society. You don't need it. It's all it does is create social roles that negatively affect people. Duncan, do you have anything to say about that?
No, I mean,
within certain parameters.
And I would say that those parameters for gender would be whatever that person wants those parameters to be. If they identify as a man or a woman, or they don't identify, that would be their prerogative, and that it's not my place or your place to tell them that they have to identify with being a man, even if they are male, or they have to identify as a woman, even if they're a female.
But we do that all the time. People want to be things that they aren't, and we say that's not the case. This is.
See, that's the thing. We, as in conservatives, the people that are disagreeing with the quote unquote we are science, facts. That's what's disagreeing with conservatives, right? And they like to argue that it's facts over feelings, but in this case, it's not. They're just wrong. but they can't handle it, so they try and like group people together. Like Duncan, he's like what's it called? An authoritarian fascist. He is for an authoritarian fascist regime, right? Yeah, you know, he would try and link himself with we. He would try to link himself to majority. That's why he says we. That's what Steven Crowder does. He says, "Oh yeah, we."
We
right?
the people.
No.
Huh?
So we constantly do that as a society. So I don't understand why it's.
I'm really sorry to interrupt your conversation, but I have some logistical questions for you. My name is Lauren Chapman. I work at SME Student Activities.
Yes.
We manage the outdoor events request process.
Mhm.
Are you the sponsor of this activity?
It's College Republicans, actually, and you can speak with Darren, wherever Darren is. He spoke with Drew, and we have a permission. So
Okay.
thank you very much. So I'd like to.
Okay, that was funny. That was funny. He completely just shut her up. That was funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Continue on that thought. Where were we? Sorry, I forgot.
You were talking about we do it all the time.
We do it all the time. So why is it a problem to do it if someone we know biologically is a male or a
Dingus
female?
dongus.
And that can never be changed.
Yeah, that's correct.
Can never be changed biologically.
Kill this person. All in favor, say
Choosing
aye.
to say that they're not. That's a very modern idea.
Yeah.
And the question is, why do we now have to subscribe to that? And then it gets into the idea of compulsion of compelling language. You know, gender pronouns. What's allowed? What's hate speech? Right? It's a fundamental retransformation of society based on from.
Good. Like he's acting like this transformation of society is a bad thing. I mean, slavery, that was needed a retransformation of society. Slavery, thinking black people were inferior, ended up being a retransformation of society. I think he's like acting like, oh, I mean, obviously he's a conservative, so he wants to conserve that, but like there's nothing wrong with like reconstructing society to help to benefit the majority. And I know he's a conservative, so he gets his feelings hurt when he has to conform to I don't know, he has to conform to someone, right? So maybe he's mad there, but when you talk about the main basic ideas, there is no question. All right, you're kicked.
All right, thank you. It was a good time being on this.
What I'm hearing from you, unless I'm mistaken, abstracts. I haven't heard a number. I haven't heard what defines male or female.
Yes.
Only how people feel, and that's to me that's not very
Hold up,
convincing
pause.
or toward a productive society.
The right wingers
What
in
is
the
wrong
comments.
with misgendering someone? I know. That's why I read the comment. What did you think? Did you think I just read it in my head?
Shut
All right.
up.
What is wrong with misgendering something? Stop, bro. I'm actually gonna kick you. Jesus Christ. What is wrong with misgendering someone? Well, there's many things that I don't care. Even referring to someone as a gender, I believe, is just like stupid in nature. Obviously, there's nothing like overall wrong with it. I mean, you're kind of a jackass, I guess. That could like no one would like you if you do, but you're stupid is basically what it is, because you're trying to like conserve like this idea that has been debunked over and over and over again, right? So I wouldn't call you like bad for it. I just call you stupid, right? Duncan, your thoughts on it?
I completely agree, but I have one question for the right wingers, whichever person is on it at the moment. Aren't you supposed to be like libertarian, not conservative?
I know. Why do you guys want to like conserve culture, bro? Or else I'll kill you.
And that's the only nihilist policy I can agree with.
There's no such thing as a nihilist policy.
Yes,
You
there
just have
is.
like no. You just have like a complete misunderstanding of what nihilism is.
I
you
know
try
what it
and-
is. I just try to make
No, you
jokes
don't. What
about
is it? What is it?
because it's annoying.
What is it? What is
It's
nihilism?
basically you don't care about what people do. You just let them do what they want to do.
All right, perfect. That's not even nihilism. Get debunked.
Wow. Okay. Whatever.
Okay, and I would
Stupid Aiden.
and I would argue that reason we're talking about like you said when I assumed that you had a penis when I have no idea if you have a penis or not, and saying that people
I got a nice big penis there.
okay, and so that people when people subscribe to being you would say you see somebody that
The right wingers, shut up.
and you ask and you would assume that they would identify as being a man.
Sure. As you did, yeah.
Yes, and so but if you had told me that you in fact don't identify as being a man, that you identify as being a woman, I would believe that would be wrong of me to try and subscribe you to being a man when you say you identify as a woman.
What if I told you that I believe I am a bobcat?
Good for you, man.
Well, would you accept that?
What's wrong with that?
Would it be wrong of you to not accept it?
Yes.
Yes.
Really? Okay, well, listen, I appreciate your intellectual consistency. Why would it be wrong of you to not accept my identification as a bobcat?
Because if you identify as a bobcat, man, go for it. Great for you. I hope you're the best bobcat on the fucking earth, man.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate it. Listen, I think you're a nice guy. I hope this has been productive, and I believe this has been civil.
Yeah.
But you do see, obviously, this is a very emotive argument that you're making, right? You're making an argument from a very emotional place, and I think it's because you're compassionate. It's because you're a good person. But and I appreciate your intellectual consistency, but the ramifications of saying that we have to acknowledge somebody legally who identifies as a bobcat, you understand.
All right, I'm
Did
gonna
he ever
completely
say
debunk
legally?
everything you just said there. God damn, Duncan, you speak so loud. Sorry, but I'm gonna absolutely
Is this
debunk
better?
everything he just said. Right? Here's what he tried to say. He tried to argue that, oh well, he's going off of emotions based on these premises, right? What do you think social roles are? Do you think it's like social roles and gender is a biological fact? This is inflating gender and biology, right? And sex. And you're just stupid for that, right? So it's like he's already committing multiple fallacies. And so everything he said so far is incorrect, like thoroughly incorrect. Yeah, I think he's stupid, dumb, and I think he's like a mini little Duncan, honestly, you know?
Would be
Stupid nihilist.
insurmountable. The ramifications would be all sorts of new legal identifications that would be required, which don't currently exist. Why the conversation? I would love it if you want to sit down afterward, and I would love to sit down and have continue this conversation. I would. Well, are you? Thank you, Thomas. Are you done?
Yeah.
I appreciate it, Thomas. Thank you.
Madison.
All right, so basically, I'm gonna just to overview on that arguments there. I don't think anything that Steven Crowder said, none of it made sense, right? And obviously, I think he lost that argument right there. But obviously, the people that watches him are so stupid that they can't actually understand like the ideas of social roles. Therefore, Duncan is dumb. Let's see this next person. She looks a little bit smarter on it.
I'm co-president of Spectrum, the LGBT organization on campus.
Great.
Love to talk to you about this.
Great. Thank you, Madison.
What are
My name's Steven.
Okay.
I appreciate it. You sitting down. And what is it that you disagree with?
So I think you're confused on the idea of gender versus sex.
I'm confused. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So when we say there are only two genders, we often confuse the idea of gender and sex.
Fact.
Sex is a generalization of XY chromosomes. So we assume that, or XY, XX,
Fact.
combination of chromosomes. So we assume that male and female comes from your chromosomes, right? But
Fact.
that's really just the idea that there's only two possibilities of sex, right? So even within sex itself, you can be born intersex, which
Okay.
means that you're born with sexual characteristics of both what we would consider male and female. And then you have gender, and gender is more about a mental state based off of societal norms. So within our Western society, we often discuss gender as being binary, meaning that there's two
Fact.
options.
Sure.
So boy, girl, man, woman. However, in other societies, non-Western societies, there are more than two options.
Okay.
So-
Fact.
Can I ask you a couple
Yeah.
questions there to unpack? Appreciate you taking the time, by the way. So what was your name?
Madison.
Madison. So let's go to the sex concept before
Mhm.
gender, I think, because the idea of gender being different from sex is predicated on the idea that sex is binary. That's where you mentioned that term, gender
Yeah.
binary. So you mentioned intersex.
hmm
Okay, I'm aware of intersex. Now, of course, intersex doesn't necessarily mean that someone is completely between sexes. Usually they have very identifiable characteristics, like a very large clitoris or
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's like look at this guy. He's like arguing off the basis of biology. And the second that the biology like goes against him, he's like, oh, now we gotta go to character. Like, oh, this and no. You're stupid, you're dumb, and you're like a mini Duncan.
Or micro penis. In that case, it also affects point
A micro.
0.08. This is funny, it's just true. Less than 0.08% of population Earth, but they still exist.
If he is going to say it's an anomaly and disregard it, it's an appeal to AdPop.
In human anatomy class, how many fingers are you taught human beings have?
We're told typically that people have 10. However, there are people born with 11.
But you're
fingers.
taught 10, right?
Yeah.
Appealed
What is the
to
point here?
So we don't teach people. There are people born with 11 fingers. There are people born with 12 fingers.
Yeah, but
anecdotal.
we don't completely dismiss that those people exist just because that they're uncommon, do we?
We
Fact.
teach that
Fact.
human beings have 10 fingers.
Mm-hmm.
They also taught that that black people were inferior. So
Okay, wait. Look in the comments real quick.
Everyone here has been taught. Yeah, human beings have 10 figures. Of course, there are anomalies. That's the same way that we treat intersex or these, as you said, you mentioned chromosomes, genetic abnormalities that are a very extreme case. So I think what we need to do is remove this extreme case with sex, just as we would with how many fingers, toes, how many kidneys you have, how many feet you have.
he is trying to disregard this argument, which is a great argument, right, by Madison, and he's disregarding it based on the basis of absolutely nothing. Everything he's trying to disregard it for is wrong, and I don't think people understand what he's saying is not correct. What he is saying is wrong, and you're wrong. I mean, it's plain and simple. You're wrong when you're trying to disregard something because in school you were taught this way. What? Are you like a mini Duncan?
Something that's typical or something that's atypical. Then you go to gender. This is where, listen, I'm open. Everyone has said sex is different from gender, and gender is not non-binary. So I would allow you to kind of unpack that for me.
Yeah. So in Western society, at least, so in our country, in our society, we tend to think of gender to be on this binary spectrum. Not even really a spectrum, just a binary. So you have man, woman, and that's it. Those are the only two options. However, gender really is more of a spectrum. So it's non-binary. There are not just two options.
Okay.
You have man, woman, and then.
All right, everyone. That's the end of the stream.
Wait. What?
Final words, Duncan.
Why are we ending so quickly? This is supposed to go on for three more hours.
All right, everyone. Final questions before the stream is ended.
Oh my god, Aiden. You and your 18-second delay.
Any questions here? This will be the final time, and then me and Duncan are going to be going out for ice cream.
Yeah.
Anyone?
It was the money that I saved. Because Obamacare actually saves us money.
Final question. Wait, shut up, please. While we're ending the stream, because you don't know how to
Shut
stop
up, you piece of
talking.
absolute crap.
All right. So if there's nothing wrong with misgendering someone, why should I be forced to refer to someone as a cheetah?
We never said the word force.
All right. Oh, all right. Sorry, he had to go. He had to go. He talked a lot. All right. To answer your question here, no one is saying that at all. No one is saying that you're forced to refer to someone as a cheetah, right? We're just saying if you do, we will kill you. That's basically all we're saying, right? So it's not a force. It's voluntary, right? It's a voluntary exchange. Basically, you either refer to someone as a cheetah or you die. And even like capitalism, it's voluntary. It is not coercive, and it is not a forced voluntary exchange. So, yeah, I mean, it's just like capitalism. It is love it, and yeah, get destroyed.
Oh, that was perfect. That was absolutely perfect. By the way, look at my chair. It's now brick. You see it?
No.
Yeah, it's dank. And then also
Nor do
I
I
put
care.
some bricks on my shirt.
I don't care.
Do I remember asking if you cared or not?
Yeah,
don't
you
think
like
I did.
prompted the idea that you
No, it
had
was a
bricks on your.
voluntary exchange.
Why do you care so much about gender if it upholds a capitalist system? We don't. We don't like gender. We want gender
Why
to
do
be
you Why do you think we
abolished.
want it to be abolished, stupid? Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god.
You're gonna
Dumbest
kick
thing I've heard. Oh my god.
Shut
So
him up.
crazy. You got me there. I've already answered that question. You're getting debunked. Your question got debunked, and you're still like spamming it. That's kind of
You're
cringe.
just gonna pretend that it didn't get debunked.
He's gonna continue spamming it because he knows. Then why are you talking about it? We're debunking what stupid Steven Crowder said because he was trying to he like conflated sex and gender, right? Like that's the difference. We're not arguing for like a gender society, and honestly, the people there aren't really arguing for a gender. Are a lot the people there are arguing for other than the one guy, but he didn't look too educated on it. The girl was arguing for a genderless society. Like no one, and we know no one's arguing that gender is good.
You're spelling
We
it
are-
wrong, by the way.
There's a delay, dipshot.
Shoit. It's shoit.
Then don't spam. There's what's the point in spamming if you're gonna get debunked and you're gonna continue to like dipshoit. Bro, he's spamming like misspell dipshoit. But yeah, get destroyed, the right wingers. Y'all are not smart at all. No offense. Like I'm sorry, not sorry.
By the way, the right wingers, I'm trying not to.
Right
It's not
wingers, let's set
hashtag.
up a 2v2 debate on gender. Oh, that'd be awesome.
I'd be pulling you down.
No, you wouldn't.
Just in case you're referring to me.
No, you wouldn't.
How would I not?
Because you could beat them 1v all on gender. None of them are smart.
Well, obviously, but we already
except
know that
Will.
I suck at debating.
No one cares.
Then why are you why do you care so
what?
much about it?
Yeah, why do you care? You're trying to argue that we'll get forced to call them cheetahs. What? Makes no sense.
And you can't
I think
just say you're
backtracking. We should try, bro. We should try and get a debate for a stream, us against the right wingers, systematic racism and something else. Let's set that up with them. Let's try and get that going in the chat. All right. God damn, bro.
Gosh darn it, bro. Okay, so yeah. See, I told him he can't say I'm LARPing.
He's not
Because
LARPing. He might be bomb.
No, libertarians, unless they're ANCAPs, which isn't even actual anarchists.
No.
Libertarians are just secretly all conservatives.
Yeah, virtually.
Prove me wrong.
They just try to act cooler. Yeah, we're gonna get a debate. Everyone that's watching, we're gonna get a debate set up with the right wingers. Watch. It's probably gonna be on systematic racism and like capitalism, maybe.
Capitalism.
It could be like me and Duncan versus everyone in their hype house.
Well, last time we did I've done a capitalist debate. It didn't go well, so.
You debated Russian capitalist, who's like a really good debater.
No, he's just
No, he's a really good debater.
No, I didn't expect Mo to bring him in.
I didn't expect any of that, but as you still do it. All right, so everyone, it's confirmed. We just reached out to the right wingers. They all agreed. Yeah, we're doing a systematic racism debate. So probably the next stream we do will be a debate.
Wait, whose Twitch are you streaming on?
Radicals.
Oh, okay.
Are you gonna save the video this time?
I didn't actually record it because I was too lazy to. But do your streams save on YouTube?
Oh yeah, they do. Just do it. From
Okay,
there.
then I'll just re-upload.
And then can you change the website?
What do you mean? Like, what do you mean change
The
the website?
website still looks trash. I think one of the header, the head.
Oh yeah. I know what
think
you mean.
the heading looks like you just like smushed your camera into your arm, and then like put like titles over it. Like that was like the color. So yeah, I sent the.
Yeah. I'm gonna go.
All right. What's it called? So right wingers.
My name's Dank, by the way.
Right wingers. Do you accept the systematic racism debate? I know you guys are still here.
I have a Dank name, by the way.
Guys, I know you're still here. Oh my god, they left. All right. See you, everyone. YOLO and your mama fofo.